previous video, I show you how to create the schedule in Microsoft project and associate with the problem that we already completed by hands and with the Microsoft project. And we can validate that the information that we get from the Microsoft project is the same as the one that we do with hand calculation. So move on to the next problem that we want to introduce more relationship type, such as start to start, finish to start, and other relationship with the lag or lead, and then finish to finish. So with that one here, problem 2, we adjust the schedule that we have in problem 1. You can refer to the first video of this series, and then we adjust activity B. In this case, the site clearance has A with the mobilization and the predecessor with relationship starts to start with 4 days of lag. It means that site clearance can only be start 4 days after we start mobilization. E and F, which is rebar fabrication and installation, is sometimes it's not in a linear sequence. You can do with you can allow some overlap. So with that, the chain that from finish to start to finish to start with 5 days, negative 5 days of lags or 5-day lead. It means that you can start activity F, in this case, install the rebar 5 days before fabrication completed. And the last relationship is activity E, which is concrete curing, can be removed and replaced with the lag days between the placement and the backfilling. And as you know, in construction materials, when you place concrete to concrete steel press, you need to wait some days. How many days depends on the time of structure you have, foundation or column or slab, etc. In this case, we have 3-day lags. So how to do that? I already saved the previous schedule in problem 1 with problem 1 here, and let me use that same one, and I save for another problem, which is problem 2 for this lab activities. And with that, we can introduce relationship that we have. BA have SS plus 4. And you can see now, it used to be B have no predecessor, which you can start at the first day. Now we change to start only after mobilization start 4 days. 4 days in there. So with that, I can do a few ways. Let's watch out carefully in the predecessor column. You see here, empty in there. Now you can do right click, select information, and when you have here a new tab come up with task information, you can go to predecessor and drop down site clearance start 4 days can start 4 days after mobilization start, not finished, right? So you can select mobilization, drop down mobilization, and you see by default it finished to start. However, the problem with us is start to start. So you can drop down, select type, start to start, lag, how many days? 4 days. So you can have 4 days of lag. Okay, and now as you can see, it moved activity B, 4 days of lag start. And then we can continue with the other relationship, with is E and F, finish start -5. Go back here. So you see now the relationship used to be empty. Now start to start, they have it 2 SS plus 4. What does that mean? 2 stand for? 2 is stand for the ID of mobilization. You see that here, ID of mobilization. SS, it means the predecessor with relationship SS plus 4 days of lag. I can do the same for yes with here EF FS -5, so fabrication and installation. So FS, keep that in mind. So of course you can go to here, right click on rebar installation and select predecessor, and you change that rebar fabrication with finish to start, and then you minus 5 days in here. You can say minus 5 days, right? So that because that we lead 5 days. This 5 days. You see minus here, minus lead 5 days. So can start 5 days before link rebar fabrication is complete. So you can select finish to start, negative 5 days. So with that one, it showed you to the equation here. So it will show the allow overlapping. And then the last one is we remove activity I recurring and change H and J with the finish start plus 3 days. And as you can see, when finish start, they have it FS in here. Okay, FS. So this one I can remove. Yes, it may remove other delete tasks. So we can remove recurring and replace with the replacement. Of course, you can go back to right click, information, and predecessor, and etc. But here I can do something similar to this one that they show it in here with the pattern. If start fast, they have SS. If finish to start, you have FS. So it follow concrete placement. Finish to start plus 3 days. Concrete placement in number 9. So I just type it number 9, right? 9 with me predecessor concrete placement. The relationship is finish to start plus 3 days. So you have it number 9, concrete placement, FS, type FS, plus which is lag 3 days. Okay, so you just type 9, which is concrete placement ID, FS, finish to start, plus 3. If it start, so you can see SS. If it finish to finish, you can say 9 FF plus 3. If it leads, so you put negative. Okay, so that enter. So you will have that relationship. You see that one? 3 days before it complete. So with that, you can go to here, and it's 70 days, with it the same as the problem we did here with our hand, 70 days. Let's see with the total float, free float. You can see now total float, rebar fabrication, which is activity A, B, C, D, E, 13-day free total float or total slack, 13-day free slack. Activity G, 8-8, you get activity G, which is formwork installation, 8 days total slack, 8-day free slack. So you see that, and 80 days, something that we have it in here. So see, scheduling is not easy. However, you understand the concept is more important, because something different software, different program, but the same concept underlies in the concept of the method, which is the critical path method that you need to master before we can move on with the program. And then from that, you can be able to read the information, what is start, finish, what is the total slack or total float tell you, what is the free slack, free float tell you. That's something we already discussed in the previous class. In the next video, I will show you how to do a formatting, change calendar, things like that in Microsoft project.